Alright, shalom, shalom. I want to start this video by giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, all praises due. Today's video, I wanted to go into a message concerning how order must be intact on our way to the kingdom, because we got to understand that we have to change our mindset in these times and just know that we're going into pretty much a whole new time period. I mean, this is the end of an age, in a sense. This is the end of the Gentiles ruling, and we're going into that time where we're about to rule over the planet Earth. And the way that we could, conform ourselves to being in rulership is we got to get into a rulership mentality. We got to get back to the ways, the Most High has set things in order. Because once we start doing that, then everything else is going to fall in place. I'm going to get a precept. This is Romans 12:2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. So we can't be conformed to this world anymore, being in this truth. And if you're just coming into this truth, it's of course going to take some time for you to, wash out, the ways that Esau has you thinking of, really just anything. I mean, this world is completely out of order. If you're in this world at all, there's something that you're doing that is against the Most High. And what you have to do is you have to come back to His ways, being woken up to who you truly are, which is a Hebrew Israelite, from whatever tribe you are. It's the Negroes, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that are part of the 12 tribes of Israel. So, it's a beautiful thing to wake up to who you are, but the biggest step is transforming your mind to, okay, we have to get back to the way the Most High set things up, because the way Esau set shit up, it completely destroyed us as a people, completely obliterated us. And really, in this time, it obliterated us spiritually and physically. Of course, there's drugs in our neighborhoods. There's just all this stuff that's keeping us distracted and away from our power, which is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. So we have to constantly indulge in this word to clean ourselves up, because if we don't, then we're not going to be in the right mindset for the kingdom to come. So we gotta get right. We gotta get back in order, and it starts now. It starts transforming your mind now, getting ready, prepared spiritually now. We're in the pregame, but then eventually it's gonna come to a point where we are physically together, and we physically have to, do, what this word tells us to do, man. We go by the ways of the Most High now. We don't go by the ways of Esau. His kingdom is finished. He's done. This whole system is done. We see that. Most High gave us the eyes to see that. This whole system is finished. This place is done for. There's no hope. Only hope we have is in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai and in the kingdom. Because we know that, hey, we're going to be living good, but there comes order with living good. You know what I'm saying? And the way Most High has set things up, it's just beautiful. I want to get another precept. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 4. He is the rock. His work is perfect, for all his ways are judgment, a power of truth, and without iniquity. just and right is he, Salah. The Most High ways are just, you know. The way he has things completely in order. I'm going to get into a passage about it, but just kind of going into how beautiful the Most High has set things up for order in our kingdom. Because, yes, it is different from this world, but that's a reason for that. You know, there's a reason why it's different, because he's just. The way the Most High set things up, it's in a perfect order. You know, you got Yahweh, of course. Then you've got, the Father, Yahweh. Then you got right under him, Yahweh Shai, and the angels, of course. But Yahweh Shai, right there with him, on his right hand. And then you got the man, the Israelite man, right under him, Yahweh Shai. And then you got the woman, right under us. And then right under the woman is the children. That's the order. That's the order the Most High set things up. Of course, Esau basically twisted everything around. He's got the children over the women over the men. He's got everything mixed up in this world, and we have to come back to that order. And it's gonna take some time, but what we gotta understand is when we completely get ourselves back in order and transform our mind to the ways the Most High set things up, life is going to be very, very beautiful. Very beautiful. You know, it, it's the order the most Salah. The way the order is set up by the Most High, it's perfect. It is perfect, and we gotta remember that. You know, and our women, and I'm not trying to get on to you, but our Akwath, being in Esau's kingdom, y'all have been brainwashed to think that you're over a man. And some of our men have fallen under that same regimen as well. They think their woman is the end-all be-all in the household. It's not going to be like that in the kingdom. In the kingdom, a man is going to be over a woman. And, there isn't going to be, of course, any single women in the kingdom, because you have to put a woman in order. And you have to put a man in order. And how are we in order? We're in order by this word, and we have to put you in order through this word as well. And we have to put our children in order through this word as well. It's a domino effect. But in the household, the man is the head. It can't be the woman, because the Most High didn't set it up that way. And he didn't create you first. He didn't create you first. He created the man. That's why we are right under Yahweh Shai, because we are spiritual virgins to the Most High. We only look to him. We only look to him. And when we fell away and started looking after other gods, then he saw us defiled. We were whores. We were spiritual whores in his eyes. And that's exactly what happened with our women. They turned the whores against us. And that was part of the curses, of course, but when we went off against him, it was a domino effect. Most High wasn't going to let our women be in order when we were out of order against him. Nah, he made sure that you women would be out of order, and that you would be over us in this world, but in the world to come, it's not going to be like that. There's going to be order, and we have to remember what the order is and continuously meditate on the fact, like, hey, as men, we're going to have to be a head of a household. We gotta step up to that leadership responsibility that the Most High has commanded us to do. Our women have to be right under us. They gotta submit to us. As we submit to Yahweh Shai, they have to submit to us. And they gotta, of course, understand that Yahweh Shai doesn't just deal with one man. So they're gonna have to understand that a man is not going to just deal with one woman. You know, we gotta get out of this mindset of how Esau has set everything up, because he fucked it up. He fucked everything up. You know, and he knows his judgment. He knows his judgment. He's trying to run away from it, but he won't. He won't get away with shit. So this is 1 Corinthians, the 11th chapter. We'll start the first verse. Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of a Mashiach. Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things, and keep the ordinances as I delivered them to you. Understand that ordinances is like laws. So this whole book is basically a law, and we understand that the law that we are under right now is the law of liberty, which Hamashiach preached when he was here. But I would have you know that, verse 3, 1 Corinthians 11 and 3, but I would have you know that the head of every man is a Mashiach, Yahushua, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of a Mashiach is Yahweh. Every man praying or prophesying having... Okay, Salat. I wanted to get the order from verse 3. Yeah. And you can read this chapter, the 11th chapter, about the order. But I was just going into the pecking order of how the Most High set things up, as I just explained. So, I want to go to the book of Ephesians, chapter 5. Let's start at verse 22. Wives, submit yourselves unto your husbands as unto the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as a Mashiach is the head of the church, and he is the Savior of the body. Verse 24. Therefore, as the church is subject unto a Mashiach, so let the wives be to their own husbands in everything. Husbands, love your wives, even as a Mashiach also loved the church, and gave it himself for it, that he may sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word. Like I was just going into, we got to be washed through this word. We got to continuously indulge in this word so we can be washed in it. Verse 27, here's the meat, that he might present it to himself a glorious church, not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that it should be holy and without blemish. So when Yahushua gets back, of course, we got to go to our rallying points, and we know where we're going as part of the 1/3. We have to get ready for Yahushua. You know, we have to get ready for the King, basically. You know, and of course we're doing that by pushing out this word. And, you know, the Most High is so cold the way he does this. You know, we're pushing out the word. And, you know, how before the arrival of a king, you know, people are blowing the trumpet like, hey, the king's coming back, or the king's about to arrive. Yahushua is about to arrive. Now, I'm not going to say it's very, very soon, but he's coming back, of course. And he's not coming back to us being out of order or having, you know, a messed up mindset. We have to get into the mindset the way the Most High has commanded us to get into through this word. So we gotta continuously wash ourselves in this word, because when he comes back, he said he's coming back to a church without spot or wrinkle. And that's final. That's final. We gotta do what he says. And if you're out of order, I mean, hey, you just won't be a part of the first fruits. You know, you can stay out here with the other 2/3 getting judged. You don't want that. So it's the best thing for us to do is just to get in order. And once we get in order and we see how beautiful life is being in order under Yahweh, Wah, and Yahweh Shah, hey, I mean, it's going to take work, but it's going to pay off at the end of the day. It's going to pay off. It's going to pay off. Wanted to get this as well about the order. This is Ephesians 6 and 1. Children aren't exempt. I'm going to go into it. Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor thy father and mother, which is the first commandment with promise. So our children aren't exempt, you know. We got to teach our little children how to obey the Most High too, you know. We got to teach our sons and daughters how to grow up and be, you know, great men and women of the Lord, you know, because we're being renewed right now completely. We're going to have to teach our sons and daughters how to live the right way through this word. That's our job. That's going to be the man and woman's job over the children. We're going to have to teach them the ways of the Most High. So, wanted to get this too. This is Galatians 6 and verse 8. For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption, but he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life everlasting. See, in this world, the ways of this world sow to the flesh, and you see how the world is now. But if we reap, if we sow to the Spirit, we're gonna reap everlasting life. You know, we're gonna be in those incorruptible bodies. We're gonna be in order. Life is going to be peaceful. Of course, not for the heathens and these other nations. We're gonna put them in hardcore bondage, and they're gonna have to build our kingdom. But for us as Israelites, we're gonna have peace again on the earth. But it comes back to having the wisdom and understanding of these scriptures and being in order completely. You know, not bullshitting around either. You know, doing what the Most High tells us to do. Doing what Yahweh Shai tells us what to do. You know? So, hey, we gotta get back to our ways, because we're above everybody else. We are above everybody else. Let me get that precept. Deuteronomy 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power. The Lord thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. We're above everybody. And the way we show that is going or following the ways the Most High has commanded us through his word. And once everybody sees, man, everything's in order now, man. Everything's much more peaceful with them in power, you know. They're going to know, hey, this is why the Most High chose us to be rulers forever. This is why the world will be in peace when we are in rulership. You know, it's a process, though. It's a process, but we're going to get there. And, you know, through this word and through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Shai, he's going to strengthen us as long as we hold on to the faith that we will get in order, and if we just do what he tells us to do and don't be wicked and rebellious. So that's today's message. I will be dropping my video project with this as well, so I'll be doing a double upload. But wanted to end this video by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai. All praises due. I'll see you on the next one. Shalom.